Well, good morning. Welcome to Win the Day podcast, where we talk real estate and help realtors win the day so they win the week, win the year, have an unbelievable career. Today, we got a special guest in. We're really super excited. Christine Machel. Close?
Yes.
Okay. From Loveland, Colorado. She is part of the Chris and Kate team, a mother-daughter duo that are crushing it. And they're doing some really fun stuff with social media, which is very cool, as well as they have this Raffle program she's going to talk about today that they've used to do some really fun stuff and build their business. So, Christine, welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Pumped to hear what you say. Tell us a quick 1-minute bio on you. Tell us your story now.
Okay, so I am married to the love of my life for 29 years. We just celebrated, and we have 4 wonderful children, all which work in our businesses. My husband owns a Toyota dealership and a trailer dealership and has been in the car business. And so 2 of our 4 children work with him, and my daughter works with me in real estate, and we have a daughter with special needs. So that brings in a whole nother element. Our oldest daughter suffered a brain injury during birth. So that brings in a whole nother element of my life, which I am grateful for today. Can't say that every day. But yes, I got into real estate 8 years ago. My husband and I started investing in real estate immediately after meeting each other. We love real estate, both of us. We own real estate in Arizona, hence that's how I know Julie. And we have lots of investments. And
so tell me real quick, investments, short-term rentals, long-term rentals, commercial, what are we doing?
Everything. Everything you just mentioned. So in Arizona, we have a long-term rental, and we just turned our bigger home into a VRBO, short-term rental. We have a 70-acre ranch that we bought because one of my real estate partner was into horses, and so we bought that, and that was amazing rental for her horse trainers. We have commercial property with the dealerships. We have gas stations. We have so
I love that.
We love real estate.
But what a broad base of knowledge that you can use and bring to the table. Pretty cool. How about your own personal business, though? Are you helping people buy and sell real estate, their primary residences? Or are you doing what's that look like?
Primarily residential real estate. I do not personally enjoy commercial. I'm just very much an emotional person. Okay. I really like to have relationships, and commercial just feels a little stale to me. Mm-hmm. My daughter, however, is looking into learning more about commercial and taking it to that level. We do a lot of horse property, obviously, with our experience. Anything from, honestly, the heart of my business, my true heart is first-time home buyers. Obviously, really? I love luxury homes because I don't have to work as hard. But
so first-time millionaire owners or buyers, awesome.
Yeah. We just listed one today. It goes live, and we already have 8 showings on a luxury home. That's pretty awesome.
All right, let me ask you this: how's your market? Is it slow, medium, crazy?
If you price your home, if you price your real estate correctly, you're
listen to this,
and you have to do all the proper pre-stuff. So the staging, I include staging as part of my marketing. Professional photography is a no-brainer, and marketing all over social.
Well, it's a no-brainer to you, but I don't know that it's a no-brainer to everybody else. It's weird when you see these really expensive houses and their cell phone pictures.
Yeah, not okay.
But they're out there.
Not okay. Okay.
Luxury has to have professional.
It has to.
Yeah.
Drone.
I'll see a house here, $10-15 million, and it's cell phones.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine. We don't even have homes that expensive here, really. Like unless you're up in Aspen and
for sure,
like that. And so, given that opportunity, I would be all over that.
Very cool. So here, real quick. For you playing along at home, price them right and they'll sell. I'll tell you this, because I've done a lot of research on this over the last few days. A lot of sellers chasing the market right now in our market. I'm seeing multiple extended price reductions where they end up listing at one price and selling at significantly lower prices as they chase the market down. But then at the same time, I'll see a day on market of 8, 12. Those are the people that price them right.
Exactly.
So, great lesson. Yeah. Okay, should we get into the meat and potatoes of what what you're doing?
Yes, what I'm going to talk about today is what we start our new year with. And so this gets, a lot of people enter January and they're like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't call my database again, but so truly I learned this from my coach and my coaching company is this raffle that we do. So you want me just to go with it?
You want me to play the video or?
Yeah, let's start with that. That's a great introductory.
All right, here we go.
Chris and Kate.
Happy New Year.
It's that time again for our annual raffle giveaway. And this year we are doing a $500 Visa gift card. So whoever wins can do whatever they want with it. Last year's winner bought a custom Yeti cooler.
She was so excited about that.
Pretty darn good.
We look forward to working with you guys again on the raffle, and
the following message will have all of the details of how to enter. There's ways to get multiple entries, so definitely do that. And we appreciate you guys and all of your support.
And the dates? What's the dates? January 15th.
That's weird. Your daughter didn't know the date.
Yeah, no, she did. It's just so funny because she likes us to be very smooth, and I feel the more real and raw we can be, people love it.
Yeah, I think that raw, I mean, that was first thing is relatable, real, not canned.
Yes.
That was awesome.
And
that's a benefit of partnership, though. You get the yin and the yang together. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we do a lot of that yin and yang.
So do I, and it's in my own same place.
Yes, we constantly, it's good.
Great.
We bring different aspects. But so this raffle is basically, so we send out the jot form, which I think, Mark, you have that as well. We send out
what I'll do, I'll drop that in the on YouTube, which everybody go to YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, everything like that. But I'll drop your link right in there of how y'all do that.
Perfect.
And that's just a form that you give to people to enter the raffle, true?
Yeah, describe what a jot form is.
Yes. So honestly, I have help because I don't know how to do it. So my marketing assistant helps. You got to have people that are good at everything, right? And so that's not my expertise. But yes, we create the questions for the jot form. So the goal of the jot form survey is to get to know our database more. So this is truly working with our current database. Kate and I work off of referral. Out of, 39 deals we did last year, 33 were referral. So literally a majority are referral based. And
all right, let me ask you, a referral from another agent or a referral from another buyer owner?
A repeat referral from a buyer owner. And we did get about 6 referrals from our coaching company, Buffini, that we use. But we count on those referrals. So we really take care of our A, B, and C client, our A and B clients, definitely our A clients. And so this jot form and these text messages are going out to this database. And these are people that already know us, like us, and trust us. So we're coming from a standpoint of positivity already. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get deeper with our database. And we take the questions that we ask and we use them as future gifts. If we're going to swing by, we call it pop by. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that language too. But if we're going to pop by with something and just say hello, we're going to bring them their favorite coffee drink. That's what we're asking in these jot form questions. We really want to get to know more about them.
Yeah, I see favorite hobbies, favorite thing about your home, goal for 25, any food allergies, favorite beverage, favorite place to travel. You're going to give them a trip. Favorite book, favorite restaurant. So great.
So
stuff.
smart, though. So very, very smart.
I love that.
Yeah, it really, it just brings in that extra level, and you need it. You've got to personalize your business and really make these people never want to leave you.
So Christine, quick question. And I'm just, everybody on this call is not familiar with Buffini, so they don't necessarily know what a pop-by is. So when you say customize the gifts for pop-bys, describe what that is, please.
Okay. So a pop-by is an item of value. So what we do, there's lots of different ways to do it. What we are doing, we're doing a big open house this weekend on our new listing, right? So we're going to sit for 3 hours at this luxury home, and we do not want crumbs and all this stuff floating around the house. So we're not going to have homemade cookies or any of that, because I do not want to mess. So what we did is we custom made hot chocolate bags. It's freezing outside. So we've got hot chocolate with marshmallows. And then Caitlin found these pretzel sticks covered in white chocolate and hearts for Valentine's, right? So we're going to make these little baggies, and then we're going to have a tag on it that says it's cold outside, but it's warm in the real estate market. Something cheesy and cute, right? That people are like, oh, that's cute. How cute. And they get to take them home with them, and they're going to have our tag. So that's kind of an item of value. A pop by, truly a classic pop by would be us stopping by a client's office or home with an item of value. So what we try to do is really personalize it. And I mean, like at Halloween, you can take a little pumpkin. At Christmas, you take, well, I don't know, whatever. I can't.
Is it personalized to the person though, or is it personalized to the date?
It can be whatever you want it to be. And
just get in front of them. Got it.
So what we do is we do less pop buys because our database has now grown so much that we can't take the time to go out and drop off at everybody's house. So multiple times a year, we have different reverse pop buys, we call it. And so we host things like we did an ice cream social in August at our favorite ice cream store, where we say, hey, come by between 4 and 6, get your ice cream, come and chat with us and catch up. So we're there, we pay for the ice cream, and they come, and amazing turnout. And then we make sure we get to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So can I pop in and talk about Popeyes a little bit?
Yes, please.
So for everybody who doesn't know, Popeyes in the Buffini system, it's a focus on notes, calls, and Popeyes. Popeyes are a way to get face-to-face with your client, because as we talk about all the time, the more face-to-face that you get with anybody who's thinking about buying or selling, the more you deepen your relationship. And the more you deepen your relationship on a regular basis, the more likely they are to know, like, and trust you, as Christine said earlier, and then they're going to use you. So Popeyes, you can just, like, I've made 500 ice cream scoops at a time that have my name and phone number on them. And I hand them out, like Christine says, custom items of value at their open house. So when they leave, they have your name and phone number on an item that they're not going to throw away and that is memorable. When you pop by someone's house one at a time, you have something to give them. We do pie events, and I know Christine does this at Thanksgiving, where you pop by and deliver pies, or you do a reverse pop by and you get everyone to come to you, so you get to more people at once. But it's an excuse to get face-to-face with your client. So back to you, Christine.
Yeah, thank you, Julie.
I had a friend that would give out chapstick. He'd pop by and it just said, "Don't let a bad referral chap your friend."
Love it.
They're always just faces. You can just buy, popcorn from Costco and put your name on it with your phone number and say, just popping by to say hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Christine, when you first started this, did you start off on a budget for those newer agents who are, just investing into their business and don't have the budget to do the $500 gift card?
I did. I mean, yes, I started out with a budget, and honestly, it was taking the very root of the people that I know, right? Like, you start with the people you know, and they always say that, start with your sphere, your immediate sphere, and everyone knows a lot more people than they realize, and you really got to lay that out. And I would never go and have lunch with somebody, because that's expensive. I would buy them a coffee. I would get face-to-face with them. And like Julie said, you can go to the dollar store. I mean, that's what we did yesterday. Caitlin went to the dollar store and she got, the Swiss Miss hot cocoa. We're going to open it so it's not in those packets. We're going to dump it. You can create it. I think each of these little giveaways we're going to give away probably will end up being $2 by the time,
And if you start small with your sphere.
Yes.
And I mean, it's some money for sure, but start with your mom and dad and move out from there, right?
And there's websites. If you Google Popeyes, you're going to find a bunch, because there's so many Buffini agents that do Popeyes and use each other's ideas. So you go to the dollar store, you buy all the mugs you can that are whatever the theme, if it's white or if it's, Valentine's Day, and you go to Costco or dollar store and buy a bunch of Swiss Miss, pull the packets out, stick them in there, take a Ziploc, put some marshmallows and then something cute, rewrap it with cellophane, and boom, you got a Popeye. But make sure you get your name and number on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That they do tags with their logo.
Yeah. It's really, like Julie said, it's about being in front of your people. And most of the time people are like, I cannot believe you take the time to do this. I can't believe that you thought of me. And it's funny because it's like, it didn't take much, right? And it's
And it
just
transfers, that goodwill transfers, and they remember you. And then when they think of real estate, you don't even have to talk about real estate. They remember you. So I didn't want to get you off track. You were talking about the raffle.
No, you're good. So yes, so the goal of the jot form is to get to know our clients better. So we're going to take all that information, we're going to add it to our database. And then of course I'm a paper person. So I told Caitlin, I want everything printed off. I want it in a binder, and I want to be able to turn to that person's name if I'm thinking about them and find what I can do, just to bless them. So that is, so if they fill out the jot form, that's one entry into the raffle. If they set up a market analysis for us to come out to their home and evaluate their home and give them an updated value, that is 3 entries. Let's see. Oh, if they give us a testimonial or a review, that's 2 entries.
Nice.
Oh gosh, I can't even remember.
What is an entry? Is it a name written on a sheet of paper stuck in a hat, or how does that work?
So with jot form, we can add their name. Again, not my specialty. Marketing gal knows this. So that we can add their names, and then you do a lottery, like jot form does it all.
It's an app or something that randomly picks the winner, right?
And I want to back up and ask more about the entries and
Yes.
Kind of prompt you to hopefully remember what they get more entries, referrals,
Let me look.
closings. How many closings in the past year? How many closed referrals? Referral now? Did they get entries for that kind of stuff?
No. And I did have that question. I actually had a client ask me that because he was like, well, I gave you my parents, and so he's kind of a smart aleck and sassy. And I said, you know, we absolutely appreciate all that, but that is not, we're starting a new year and you know a lot of people. So, you know, we took care of them. When we get a referral, we instantly put a $50 Amazon card into a note and send it off and tell them, okay, so here is 1 entry is for the completed questionnaire. 2 is for a review on Google or Zillow. Send us a video testimonial and you get 3 entries. Schedule a home equity review with us, you get 4 entries, and send us a referral, you get 5.
Have you noticed, does one get more than the other? They all get the same, or?
Oh yeah, no. Some people take this very seriously. Some people are very competitive and they'll do every single thing. So what is that? 5?
Wait a minute. I got to come back. 1 equals, you fill out the jot form.
Mark, I think I sent this. Did you?
Yeah,
get
let
that?
me throw this up. It's gonna get in front of us, but here
So
we
you
go.
can literally stuff the ballot box by doing all these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is
But
that?
you only
9?
do one entry
You
for
can
1
have-
review. You only write 5 reviews.
No, you can only write 1 review. I mean, you could do 1 on Google and 1 on Zillow.
I'm the competitive guy that writes 12 reviews.
But like
So-
a video testimonial speaks wonders, right? Like, so,
Yeah.
what is that? 15 entries they could get if they did everything.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's all to lead them down the path to you knowing them better. It's such a great thing.
it is. And I will tell you, so, okay, so this raffle was planned, but so I will tell you, towards October of last year, I started to lose steam and passion, kind of like for what I was doing. Like, I'm just like, I'm getting tired. Caitlin's like, you can't get tired because you're the face of the business. You don't get to get tired. You have to pick up the phone. So I host a mastermind group at my office with some of the top agents. And I come to find out one of my agents had to sell a home for a first-time home buyer who had a 2.5% interest rate because they had too much debt and they wanted to get out of debt and they were going to go back to renting. And I completely lost my mind at that point. I was so upset emotionally because these people will never buy a home again in the state of Colorado.
You're just trading mortgage for rent. It's the same.
They'll be broke. They're going to be broke.
2.5%. You can't, no, you'll never get that again.
So I kind of lost it with him at first. He's like, Christine, Somebody had to do it. I'm like, I get it. I'm not upset with you, but you just completely recreated my why, right? So my why this year and getting people to do the CMA is I want to get in front of my people, especially my first time home buyers, not my luxury home people I'm not worried about, but my first time home buyers, maybe even my second time home buyers. I want to make sure they understand budgeting. Do they understand the value of the home that they have? Do they understand the equity and what they can do with this and how important it is to not lose that? And so that's my whole thing now. So I have a list of, I think, 45 phone calls that I want to make in the next 2 days. And I'm trying to get in front of each and every one of them and sit down with them, not only to give them a value of their home so they understand their portfolio. That's the other thing. I want to be their financial expert when it comes to real estate. But the other reason is because of these fires. I mean, this is a real event. I mean, you guys know with your hurricanes and everything, it is, you need to know the value of your home and you need to call your insurance agent.
And it's changed in the last 2 years with property values, insurance, 3 years maybe.
Yeah. We all
Christine.
sign that DocuSign that when they send it to us every year that yes, nothing's changed. My home's the same. No, it's not.
It's not.
Not, especially not in the state of Colorado. And I
So
know
smart.
different states, our equity, I mean, we definitely gain a lot of equity every year. I mean, so it's very important for people to know this. So I'm very passionate this year and I'm excited to be, reignited.
Yeah, because people, even when it comes to insurance, it's underinsured now. You think you're insured, but you're underinsured. You don't find out until it's too late.
So before we get off track too far, I want to bring you back to the raffle.
Yes.
I do too.
One of these execute finalized people. I want to get
I like talking real estate.
to the finish line of what you guys do and how, the steps from start to finish. We're partially through. You get everybody to fill out the jot form. You get their information. You are giving them entries. And then what happens? How's that play out?
Okay, so this runs from January 15th, so we're basically 1 week in, until March 1st. And so this gives us about 6
First quarter.
weeks. Yeah, it gives us the 6 weeks to get in front of each and every person and make sure, did you get our text? Have you filled it out? I mean, we're going to know if they filled it out. Putting ourselves in front of it gives a lot of opportunity for FaceTime. So that's the goal, is that we have a reason to call. We have activities to be done. So not only we get to call them and talk about the raffle, we get to go and do a market analysis is truly what we really want to get in front of them for. And then encourage testimonials and reviews. That's huge, right? To add to our Zillow and Google reviews. So in the meantime, once this is launched until March 1st, we'll be doing those activities. So we'll be staying right in front. Today I have lunch with a client. Yesterday I picked up a new $2.5 million listing. The house should not be priced at 2.5. So
It should be 3.
no, it should be like 1.7 if we're lucky. Huge mistake, like huge. And I told her, I said, I will not take an overpriced listing. So you're not going to want me and I might not want you. So
Such a great lesson. Hey, hold on, pause for a second. You said something, we just kind of glossed over it. It's this. I know we talk to a lot of people. I'm not selling. Easy, right? I'm calling because we're having a raffle. I want to give you something, right? It's not a sales call, but it is. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty.
That's the beauty of it, right? It's John Moran, Keller Williams Realty's at the beach team. How are you? I'm not selling. Okay, good. I'm not buying. Right. However, I am doing this. And then you get this going.
Yep.
And that's when you win.
Well, even a good phone call around the jot form to call your sphere, the people you've already done business with in those transactions, just explain that to them. I love that.
We talked about getting in front of everybody, notes, calls, Popeyes, circle calling, how do you lead gen? And the reason why lead gen and people have call reluctance is because they don't feel like they have a good reason. They're not delivering value. They're like, do you want to sell? Do you want to sell? You want to sell? And you just feel like, and it's barfy. But when you're calling and delivering an item of value and you're giving them a market analysis so that they can speak with their insurance agent, update their insurance and talk about their equity and why they need to do everything they can to hang on to that 2.5% interest rate in their home.
Yes.
You're delivering value and you get passionate about it. So it's easier to do the lead gen, the market calls, the market analysis, all of it. So
yes.
the
Well, and
great
Destiny, I loved what you just said, Destiny, because you just triggered something else in me with that job form is, you know, looking over them. There's been twice that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder what that book's about that they just talked about. That is an amazing opportunity to pick up the phone and personalize that and to show my clients that I'm reading these and what you're saying matters to me. So thank you.
I like that.
Just added to
I'm
that.
even thinking in some cases, you can use Amazon to send a gift of their favorite,
Yes.
favorite drinks, favorite
Yes.
candy. It can be
Yep.
something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, right? Like, I mean, there's so much we can do with this information. There's so many opportunities.
Love it.
Christine, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to us the power of a review and a testimonial, you know, because some people don't think that it's as valuable as it really is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think if we all can relate, you know, going to a restaurant, somebody can mention a restaurant and you're like, great. When they leave a review, you know, very rarely do I leave a review for a restaurant. And I think people, if you have bad service, you're going to leave a review, a nasty review. But if you have good service, it's very rare that people talk about it. So seeing a review, especially like Zillow and Google, I know those are really important for businesses. I look at those and I read reviews on everything. Before I buy anything on Amazon, I read reviews. And, you know, I think reviews are so much more personalized, especially coming from our clients. And it's a big deal. I don't know if that answers the question.
And, well, they don't come naturally. I mean, even in the Bible, Jesus heals 10 lepers, says, go get checked out. And only one comes back and says, thanks. So, I mean, you gotta get them helping you and referring, because their natural reaction is just go, oh, that was good, and go on their way.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, on that testimonial concept, I would look hard at the social media aspects too, because I think a lot of people, I know I do, if I'm traveling somewhere, I'm all over TikTok, Instagram, whatever, seeing what people who went there have done, what kind of their pictures they do, you know, what did they eat, the whole shebang, right? And I would venture a guess, I don't even think it's a guess, with educated prediction, when somebody goes to buy or sell, especially these days, younger the more, even the older folks like me, are all over social media to see, you know, is this a place? Is this a person? Is this the right? And so if you're not there with testimonials or your own testimony on social media, you're hurting yourself unnecessarily.
Yeah, I agree. So basically we have all these touch points, right? So for the first quarter, we cannot sit back and say we didn't do everything. And our first time doing this was 1 year ago. And I have to say, we had our second best year ever. Our best year was definitely 2021. But our second best year, and people say you have to take that out of the books anyways, because COVID was so rare. But so if we say that, then it was our best year. And I have to say that first quarter launched us for the rest of the year. And we have a lofty goal again this year. So we need it. We need everything matters.
So Christine, you're able to go back and see the connection points from that business, the referrals, the reviews, to see that show up in transactions through last year tied to your first quarter activities.
Correct. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do want to throw this in here because some people may be thinking, I don't have $500. Get you a freaking lender or title company to sponsor it with you. I mean, you don't have, there will be those that will partner with you on this.
Yes. And that is a great idea. I need to tap into more of that. I really do.
You get a car dealership to do it.
Yeah.
I get him to do a lot.
Hey, look, if your database is big enough, I used to do a thing called Marathon Makeover. And for 3 years in a row, we gave away cars.
Wow.
Literally, it was a Honda Fit. Now, it was a big deal and everything, but if your database is big enough, there may be a dealership that wants to in on that.
I heard that
Mike, was it weird when the cop showed up and took it back?
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Christine, when you do your job forms, is that all electronic? Are they being emailed to people, or is it a physical? Are you mailing it? What does that look like?
No, we do only, you know what we found? Nobody reads their emails. We've sent everything by text.
Okay.
And again, that leaves the opportunity for us to call them and say, did you receive it? And would you like it sent email? I don't have a lot of database that will not text. You know, right when our very first meeting with our clients is that question, which mode of communication do you like? And most of them say text message, which, you know, and I am not one that strays away from the phone. My daughter is, because she's 24 years old. So that generation, you know, they definitely feel, and I think your audience is probably on that younger side. So, but there is nothing that replaces your voice.
Yep.
And
two-way communication.
I cannot tell you enough that, so again, I just went through our database. I'm literally touching every single person who's bought a home from us and making sure we're getting in front of them. And a perfect example was the other day, this gal that we have sold a home in 2021. And Caitlin's like, Mom, she never returns our calls. She never, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, honey, I don't care. I want you to call, and then I want you to text her. I want you to leave a voicemail because you're genuine and you're sweet. And I want her to hear your voice that you care. And then you can follow up with a text. Literally got a text back. Their entire life has changed. They just gave birth to a 5-week-old premature baby. They're not married. Life has completely erupted, right?
Yeah.
Well, what did we do? We picked up Amazon and got a brand new baby blanket, personalized it, sent them a gift, you know, just saying, hey, you know, I know it feels hard right now, but they're blessing, you know? So you don't know. And you just have to, until somebody tells me, Christine, I do not want to work with you anymore. Take me out of your database. I will continue calling them. And
that's pretty rare. It can happen, no doubt, but it's pretty rare. It's more of a us, they don't want to work with me type of, get out of your own head.
Well,
all right, so Christine, let's do this
on the screen real quickly, just so people can see the 5 areas that you go, how to do that.
Leave it there, Mark. I'm going to take a picture.
Yeah, everybody screenshot, take a picture, whatever it is. Make sure you've got that. And
get ready for what she's going to say next, right, Julie? Get your pens and pencils ready for what comes next. All right. Can you do us a favor and give newbies that aren't doing this something actionable? How can they leave this, watching this? What would they do? 1, 2, 3, you know, or whatever. How can we get them into action?
Oh gosh, are we allowed to talk about Buffini, Julie?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
That son of a
no,
nothing off limits. Whatever will help new agents, whatever will help them. You know that you.
I don't want any trade secrets, but if you're out there, what's something actionable? Just go do this.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with Buffini. If you do not, the very first thing I would do for all new agents is you get on Brian Buffini's podcast and
very good.
Listen and it's free.
Yep.
So you start listening to that and he will give you action steps every day. Okay.
It's a great life. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Something like that.
It's a good life.
Good life.
It's a good life. Yeah. That's number 1. It's free and you need that. I listen every morning and I'm completely sold out because when I started in this business 8 years ago, I had a coach or a mentor at my RE/MAX office. And he said, you either pick, you've got to find something. And he was a Buffini guy and I completely resonated with it. So whatever your thing is, follow it and don't give up because literally my business has soared because of Buffini. So, he gives me every skill. I mean, like between the coaching and the calls, notes, and pop buys. I mean, that is everything you need in this business. Okay. So takeaways, let's see. Action steps. Don't overthink, just do it. And just remember that the one thing I learned from my coach was that 80% of the world is waiting. They're on the sidelines, just waiting for people to intersect their lives. So there's create, execute, finalize. Julie and I talk about this. So I'm a create, finalize person. Creators are only 20% of the population. 80% of the population are execute. So if you as a creator intersect with an executor, they will grasp onto you. So if you pick up the phone and you intersect with that person and you say, if I can ever be of any help to you, resource to you, I'm here for you. I mean, if you think about that, if there's 80% of this world just waiting to be intersected, then whether you're a creator or not, you better just go make it happen. Yeah. So you wear your name badge everywhere you go. If you don't have one, get one. Make sure it's blinged out if you're a female. And,
I love the bling.
Right? Like bling it out. And everyone wants to talk about real estate. So you wear it everywhere and you talk to everyone and you genuinely talk to people. You need to care and stop caring about the dollars. If you care about the dollars, you're never going to make a penny. If you stop caring about that and you genuinely care about people, and it's amazing how it transforms your own life and yet let alone everybody else's. So truly care about the people that you're talking to. Genuinely find a way to add value to their life, whether it's today or 6 months that you get to list their house or 6 years. I don't really care. I want everyone to own a home because it will completely change their financial well-being.
It's for savings account and nothing else.
Exactly. I can't stand renting, even though I love my renters.
All right. So here, let me ask you, we're going to do a raffle. Figure out what you're giving away.
Keep it simple.
Right. 2, get your database. Who are you going to send it to? 3, get this form asking those 5 questions or whatever. Give those things. Mm-hmm. Really, that's all it is. 1, 2, 3, right? Let's go.
Timeline with the deadline.
And deadline and create the timing.
To interact.
Give yourself enough time. 1 quarter. You can start today. Doesn't that be the 1st of the year? It could be the 17th of September of March, or is that St. Patrick's Day? Whenever. Yeah. Do it. Yeah, just do it. Right here. I'm giving you I'll give you a last word, but it occurred to me yesterday because I was kind of hoping to get some luck that would fall on me, a little dust fall on me, and then I started thinking, you know what? There's so many people, like you're saying, are waiting for luck to come to them. And who knows, maybe I'm their luck when I knock on their door. Maybe I'm their lucky break because they need somebody to help them buy or sell real estate. And they don't know who to go to. They don't want to have to go through the interview process and all that crap. And then all of a sudden, here's the guy with the real estate name badge.
Exactly.
Be somebody's luck.
Yep. Totally.
All right, let's wrap it up. Destiny, you got anything?
I just have one last question. Have you always done a gift card or did you ever do an actual like door prize?
For the raffle?
Yes.
No. So this is only our 2nd year.
Gotcha.
We're doing a lot of people do like a concrete item. Mm-hmm. I personally feel if somebody says, here's a $500 gift card or a $500 Yeti, I'm going to take the gift card and I'm going to go to Marshall's and I'm going to multiply it. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it gives the people the freedom to do it. And they may want to pay off bills. Who knows what they want to do?
They could buy a Yeti if they want a Yeti.
Yeah. Yep.
Julie.
I would just say, do what.
Thank you. Who's next?
Yeah. Use the opportunity. I mean, Christine's given you a great bunch of ideas on how to connect with your database. And when you're asking all these questions to get to know them deeper, you're looking for opportunities to bless people. And people love to be seen and blessed and just recognized and known that somebody cares that they exist. Mm-hmm. And this is an opportunity to bless people. So, and the other part of it is you're benefiting because you have the opportunity to set up market analysis and in-person appointments and make sure your timeline for the raffle is long enough that you can get through the number of people in your database to do the text, the calls. And then one more thing that you said, a lot of people ask the question, should I leave a voicemail when I get a voicemail? And as Christine said, always yes, because that personal voice and the inflection and the tone, and like she says, Caitlin has a sweet voice. We all have voices that people recognize and people just like to be heard or known that you you're thinking about them. So use this as an opportunity if you take bits and pieces or the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my big takeaway is once you've got that data, then strategically look at how I'm going to do this all throughout the year to use that data, whether it for the pop buys, for the notes, for whatever related to that. If you get it and don't do it, it's a bust.
Yep.
So action item on those things, chunk it down for the rest of the year, and you've got a whole plan of lead generating throughout the year.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me add this. How do we get a hold of Christine? You may not know you have a referral for her, but I'll guarantee you some point in your life, somebody's going to pop up and say, you know what? We're moving to Colorado, Loveland of all things. Who knew? Oh, really? Right. I got somebody. Let's get in touch with these folks. All right. Let's help them out there. I mean, what she's giving you here is a lot of money if you put it to work. Right. So let's give back a little bit if you got something. All right.
Yep.
Christine, you were great.
Oh, thank you.
11 out of 10.
Appreciated.
I mean,
Thank you.
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
Awesome.
I would love to
Awesome.
hear. I'd love to hear if anybody does implement anything, and please do feel free to call me, email me, whatever. I would love to help you in any way that I can. I love connecting people, and I love seeing people succeed. So if I can help anybody, I'm open to it.
You know, it was really interesting. I've been around a minute. The folks that do the most work oftentimes are the ones that are willing to help the most. It's really interesting the way that works. And the ones that need it the most are the ones that are most hesitant to ask. Turn that around, people. Ask, please. Please, please, please. All right, let's go to work. Let's implement what she talked about. So great. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.